Hello, students and parents. Sorry we couldn't do this in person, but I figured this was the easiest and best way for us to get information about summer camp. So what we're going to do, and I'm going to email this to you. You will get in your email one of these packets here. And basically what I'm going to do is kind of walk through this. There's some things I'm going to spend a little more time on, so I would encourage you to watch the video, the entire thing. Some things you can just read for yourself. It's pretty self-explanatory. But we are very excited about summer camp and what God is going to do. And I know this has been a crazy year, and we're just praying for God's protection over summer camp and that God would just move. But we are very excited about what God has in store for us. And so summer camp, basically we're going to be going to Colcord, Oklahoma, New Life Ranch in Oklahoma for 5 days and 4 nights. We have 125, actually a couple more signed up. Students and leaders who are going to Oklahoma, and Ben's going to lead us. And if you were there last year, Jeremy and Jill are coming back to be our camp speakers, and it's going to be an awesome week. And our purpose in all of this is this right here. One, we want to get away. We want to hit the pause button on our lives. I know life has been crazy over the past 4 or 5 months, so we just want to hit that, just get away, hit the pause button. Number 2 is we want to connect with each other. We want to this week for you to pour into other relationships with your peers and leaders. We want you to connect with God. This is the main reason we do this, for you to have a connection with God. And then number 4 is we want you to have a ton of fun. And we have a lot of fun things in store for the week, and we cannot wait to do that. So here's what we're planning on doing. We are leaving here, or meeting here at 11:30 this coming Thursday, on July 30th. We're going to meet here at 11:30, get checked in, and then we will load the buses and head to camp. We have 2 buses that we're taking. If you chose to drive, then you don't necessarily have to meet us here unless you want a caravan. But we want you, and we'll talk about this more later, but we want you to be at camp by 5 o'clock so that you can check in there. We want you to check in at camp, and that way you'll be set. So but if you're riding a bus, be here at 11:30, ready to go with your bags packed, and we will load a bus, head to camp, and then we will return Monday, August 3rd, approximately 5 o'clock, give or take. We'll keep you updated on that, but that is kind of our plan for that. How to stay updated. You can follow us on our Facebook page or Instagram page. That's the easiest and best way. We'll try to keep those things going and uploaded. Also, we'll be broadcasting our sessions each morning and each night. You can do that on Facebook or YouTube page, which, by the way, students have a very new YouTube page that we would encourage you guys to go and subscribe to. Since we have services on the weekend, we can't do two different ones at the same time. So it won't be our normal YouTube page that we've been showing our Surge services. It's a brand new page. And then contact information. If you need to contact us while at camp, there's New Life information. Again, this is in your handout. There's my number, Amy's number, Melissa and Brian are camp nurses again this year. Their number's on there. If you need to contact us, you can do it through those means. So when you come to check in on July 30th at 11:30, you need to eat before you come. We're not having a meal here. We won't have a meal again until dinner time at camp. So be sure to eat an early lunch, and you can bring snacks and stuff on the bus if you would like, but make sure you eat before you come. And when you get here, you would get a name tag with your name on it, your bus assignment, and your cabin assignment. Now, we don't really care if you wear these, but you need to keep it so that when you get to camp, you know where you're going. We don't want you to be asking us, what cabin am I in? It will be on your name tag, your cabin assignment, and what bus, either 1 or 2 for your bus assignments. So keep that handy just the day that we travel. Medications, if you have medications, you can just turn those in to the camp nurses. When you arrive, they'll be here and ready to take those. Rooming, if you once you get to your cabin, they're all bunk style, just like last year. You'll be in bunks with 12 to 14, 15, 16 people So you'll be in those type cabins. You do need to bring your bedding for that. Just twin sheets for those cabins. And then transportation. We're taking 2 buses. I mentioned this already. For those who are driving, again, meet us at the camp at 5 o'clock, by 5 o'clock, so we can get you checked in. You'll be there a little earlier than the buses. We want you there so we can get you checked in before the buses arrive. We have leaders on each bus, and we have movies that we can show. But yeah, transportation. Again, if you signed up to ride the buses, we're not social distance on the bus. You gave permission for that. If you have thoughts otherwise, just let me know. Email me as soon as you can. Say, you know what, I'd rather my son or daughter ride with us. I want to drive them down. The buses will be not full capacity, but they're pretty full. Probably 3/4 full. Community group leaders, this is all in your handout. We have community groups every night, and they're between 5 and 10 students per adult. Morning breakouts. This is something that we're doing different this year than in years past. Sorry, I got behind there. Is in the mornings, you're going to go to a breakout instead of having everyone together in one big room. So we have 4 different breakouts each morning, and you should have received your color. You're assigned a color, and each morning you will be told where your color is going for breakout. So we have 4 different breakouts. Jeremy is teaching one, Jill is teaching one, Diane Horn is teaching one, and I'm doing one. I'm doing a fun one. It's called recreation. So that's going to be our 4 breakouts, and then you just rotate each morning and do a different breakout the 4 mornings that we're there. Free time activities. Again, last year it's going to be. I think this says 2 to 5, but we actually changed it from 1:30 to 4:30 is our free time activities, and you have a lot of different options to choose from. Cell phones. This is very important. Again, same as last year. You're welcome to bring your cell phone to camp, but once you arrive at camp, we will take them. Okay, so you can take them and have them for the bus ride, and then we'll give them back to you once you get on the bus. But while at camp, we're going to ask for no cell phones whatsoever. Parents, if you're driving your kids to camp, I would suggest that you just leave the cell phones with you and don't even give them to us to store them. So please, parents, help us with this, okay? Help us not to be the bad guys and find phones. We won't, and the main reason for this, and this is in your handout, we want kids to have a distraction-free week where they can experience God. And honestly, last year when we did this, a lot of students were kind of apprehensive about doing it, but they came up to us afterwards and said, thank you. This was a great week to not be distracted by phone and Instagram and Snapchat and all those different things. Camp rules. Let's go through camp rules. We've got to have them. 1, be present and on time for all activities. You will have a schedule of activities, and you need to be where you're supposed to be, okay? Don't be late. Be there. Be on time. No guns, no knives, no weapons. Pretty self-explanatory, but we got to say it. No cell phones, no tobacco, alcohol, drugs. Again, should be pretty self-explanatory, but we have to say it. No guys in girls' rooms, no girls in guys' rooms. There's lots of common areas that you guys will be around. Don't go in each other's rooms. No pranks allowed. No, bummer, but don't prank each other. No purple. No guys and girls holding hands. No guys and girls kissing. No guys and girls doing anything that are touching. Actually, no one should be touching because you all should be socially distanced, okay? So no purple is allowed. And then no one is allowed outside the room after lights are out. So you need to stay in your rooms. Dress code. Full coverage. Girls, you got to wear a one-piece. Guys, you cannot wear the little, skimpy bathing suits. You got to keep your stuff covered. Tankinis are allowed, okay? So girls or guys, I guess no, girls, you can wear tankinis. They're fine. If you don't have a tankini or a one-piece, then you can just wear a t-shirt over your stuff while you're at the pool or the creek. That is totally fine. We don't want you to have to go spending a lot of money on a new bathing suit, but that's the rules for that. Yeah, just for dress code, just don't wear anything too revealing. Okay, we'll just keep it at that. You can read this stuff on your handout. Just don't, be too revealing for that. Be modest. Packing list. I'm not going to go through this, but you can read it yourself. I would say this: you need to bring for neon night. So whatever color you're assigned for neon night, you need to wear that color, but wear something that you don't mind getting dirty. Okay, we're doing a mega relay that night, and things are going to get a little crazy. So don't wear things that you want to keep clean. Don't wear tennis shoes or just come prepared. You may not get nasty, but come prepared to get nasty just in case. Okay. Yeah, and you can read the rest of this. Bring your Bible. That's hugely important. Boys, deodorant is hugely important. Okay. Toothbrush and toothpaste. You should not only bring those things, but you should use them. Okay. Hugely, hugely important. Showers, soap, shampoo, hugely important. You need to take a shower every day, and no, swimming in the pool or the creek is not considered a shower. Okay. So you need a shower. So you look at the packing list, you should be good. Now I'm going to walk through the schedule a little bit. I normally don't do this. You can read it for yourself, but I'm going to walk through and highlight just a couple of things. Thursday is pretty easy. We're arriving at camp. Again, those who are driving, please be there by 5 so we can get you guys checked in before chaos happens. The late night on Thursday is the luau. So that's going to be our late night activity at the pool. So just be prepared for that after session. Friday is pretty self-explanatory as well. So here's your breakout. So you can see for sessions, so yellow would be in a conference center with Jeremy doing the breakout. Orange would be in the conference center breakout room. That's the little side room with Jill doing a breakout. And pink, oops, I didn't change this. This is actually different now. Pink, or instead of the brighter room, we're going to be in the chapel. Chapel is for this breakout, and then the green team will be on the field. So you'll see this will be different every single day for the morning sessions. But you'll all enter into the worship center because we'll do games and worship all at the very beginning together, and then we'll split off into our breakouts. So we'll explain this more once we get there, but I want to give you guys a heads up for that. Then the late night on Friday is the hoedown. So bring your dancing shoes. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll be out on the ball field for that. And we'll have s'mores and some games out there as well. And then Saturday, by the way, each morning you'll have what we call Be With time. And this is a little bit different than last year. Last year we had it after the session, but this year we're doing it before session, in between breakfast and session. So you have to be a little more dedicated, a little more committed to this, because we're going to challenge you guys to actually do your Be With time, your devotions, before you come to session, okay? Instead of after session. So you need to find a place by yourself to just be with God. That's what Be With time is. Then you can see this is a little bit different. So yellow would be in the conference center, orange in the breakout room, green in the chapel, and then pink would be on the field. Then again, it would just rotate. Then this night this is the mega relay. This is neon night. So come to the field ready to get dirty and nasty and wet, and it should be a lot of fun. And then the other thing that we didn't have on Friday that starts on Saturday is from 2:30 to 3:30, we have special events. So archery and horseback riding and zip lining. And we'll give you the schedule of what day you're doing these things. And then 3:30 to 4:30 is horseback riding and zip lining. So you'll be assigned to one of those times if you picked one of those activities. And I just realized we didn't. So an edit on one of these days, I don't have journal making on here. So if you sign up for journal making, that's going to be either Saturday or Sunday. I'll give you that once we get to camp. Sunday, our last day, is American Day. So again, you see the different breakouts. You should get the idea by now. Special events, archery tag, axe throwing, So we'll probably put journal making here. So I'll edit that and put journal making in there. And then the late night that night is the talent show. So let me talk about this for a second. If you have a talent, and it doesn't have to be a good talent, just a talent. It could be a crazy, weird talent. If you have a talent that you want to show us at the talent show, then on Saturday and Sunday, like you sit here, talent show auditions. So we'll have an hour and a half time slot on Saturday and Sunday for you to audition for your talent. You're not going to get up on stage if you have not auditioned for it. So we don't want any surprises. So you will need to audition for those talents if you want to be in the talent show. And once we get to camp, we'll have a sign-up sheet, and there'll be a 15-minute slot that you can sign up to audition for your talent. That will help our tech team to be prepared for what's coming and know what's happening. So just be aware of that. And I don't think anyone that's not going to camp is watching this, but we're also, if you want to ask your friends to send in a talent through video, we'll be showing those at camp as well. And then what else do we need to highlight here? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So we have America's Got Talent, American Day, should be a lot of fun. And then Monday, our departure day. The only thing that's different is the time's a little bit different up here. Here at 9:15, when we go to breakouts, that day you'll actually go to your breakout first. Then we'll come into the worship center after that to have our final worship and then kind of final challenge before we head out. Then you bring your luggage to the bus, you'll depart, have lunch, and then depart. I think this is coming up later, but just since we're here, for those who are driving your child to camp, I'm asking, you may have to wait around a little bit, but I'm asking that you be at camp by 10:30 that morning so that you can be there, so we're not waiting for you because we're going to be on a time schedule. And when you check out your kid, you need to check out your kid. You need to get with me and Amy. We'll have a table set up and say, I have so-and-so. They're my responsibility from here on out. So make sure you check out so that we're not looking, where did so-and-so go? We know that they're in your hands. So if you could help us with that, that would be great. Even if you want to get there early, we should be heading into our final worship around 10, give or take, after these breakouts are finished. So if you wanted to come a little bit early and stand in the back of the room and check out our final worship set, you could do that as well. You're welcome to do that. But yeah, and then we'll head home, and we should be home around 5 or 6, somewhere in between there. Other information, if you're leaving your cars here, just park in the north, which is up here, or east lots. Even though services are not as full as they used to be, we just still want to park out there. We should return around 5. Thanks for allowing your kid to come and be a part of this. We're really excited about this. And then there it is. There's a slide I was talking about. You can just be there and check them out before we head out. So normally I would have question and answers. I always miss something, which we don't have that. But if you, I think I have. Do I have it? Nope. If you want to, if you have questions, just email me or call me or text me, and we'll be good for that. Otherwise, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And please pray for your child to have an experience with God and with their community. And it should be an awesome week. I love you guys. I miss you guys. And we will see you guys on Thursday.